Hello everyone and welcome to MATLAB Helper's third live webinar on Arduino with MATLAB. So in this webinar we are going to cover a lot of topics using the wireless technology with Arduino. So first of all, welcome to the MATLAB Helper's monthly webinar series. Those who are watching for the first time, they can watch our previous webinars to get in touch with all the hardware as well. So in this webinar we are going to cover connecting Bluetooth HC05 with MATLAB. We are going to see how to control the LED from Android using Bluetooth. We are going to see how to control the LED from MATLAB command window. Next we are also going to see how to control a servo motor from Android as well as from the MATLAB window. And lastly we'll see how to connect GSM module with Android, and you can control your Arduino just by sending text messages. So that's the last part which we are going to cover in the Arduino with MATLAB monthly webinar series today. So let's start with the Bluetooth connection. First of all, you need to install an add-on in MATLAB, which is the you can simply click on manage add-ons, and which is the instrument toolbox, so you can just go to manage add-ons and search if the add-on is already installed or not, and if it's not installed you'll have to install the add-on. So I'm just searching for the add-on. Okay, so the add-on is instrument control toolbox, and that's installed already. So I'm not going to install it again, but let me show you guys how to install it. If you do not have it in your list, you can just go to this add-ons menu over here, click on get add-ons, and in the add-on explorer part you can simply search for the instrument control toolbox. So you can just type your instrument and hit enter. So you can see this instrument control toolbox is already installed on my PC, but if it's not installed on your PC, you can always get an option of how to download it or how to install it from here. You can directly install it from here. If you want any guide regarding how to install add-ons on your PC, or how to install the hardware support packages for Arduino and Raspberry Pi, do watch our blog. The link is given in the description box below. So let's move ahead. Now I've already installed this instrument control toolbox, and we are going to make the connections of Arduino servo motor, LED and the Bluetooth using the breadboard. So let me show you how to connect the Arduino with all this stuff, and later on we'll move on to the programming part. So as you can see on the screen, this is the circuit diagram which we need to connect. So it looks pretty difficult to understand, but once you actually start assembling all these parts, it's very much easy. So you can see on my screen, this is the Arduino over here, and I've already made the connections to save some time, but I'm going to explain these connections to you quickly. So this is the Arduino. I've connected the servo motors. The connection for servo motors is already covered in our previous webinars. You can go back to the webinar 2 and check the connections. You can also refer this connection diagram which is shown on the screen. So basically servo motor over here has 3 wires coming out of it. That's the brown wire, or say black wire, which is the ground wire. The middle red wire is always the 5-volt positive wire. The yellow wire is the control pin or the control wire. So this control wire is which we have connected on pin number 6. So we have connected this on Arduino's pin number 6, we have connected the red wire on Arduino's pin number, like the 5-volt supply, and the brown wire, which is the ground wire, which we have connected on Arduino's ground terminal. So you can see we have taken 5 volts over breadboard over here, and which is the common 5 volt to this LED as well as the Bluetooth. So for the Bluetooth, again we have 4 wires coming out of it. Two of them are the power wires, 5 volts and ground, which is to be connected on 5 volts and ground respectively. The other 2 wires are RX and TX. So this is the main important part, as you can see on the screen as well, that you have to connect your RX of the Bluetooth on pin number 10. So let me show you. This wire over here is the RX. The white wire is the RX, and I have connected it to pin number 9. So it goes to pin number 9, which is the TX of this Arduino. So we are using the software serial and not the default RX TX of Arduino. Why we are doing this, I'll be telling you in the later phase. But for now, you just have to remember on pin number 9, I have connected the RX of Bluetooth, and TX of Bluetooth is connected to pin number 10. I've connected this LED to pin number 11 to show if the LED glows or not. So we are going to control this LED and this servo motor from our MATLAB window as well as from the Arduino. So I hope you're pretty clear with the connections. If you have any queries, you can comment down in the section below or drop us an email if you're watching this webinar or if you're watching the recording of this webinar. So once you're done with the connection diagram, next comes is the part where we are actually going to code it. So let us start with the connection of Bluetooth. So I'll just connect my Arduino to the computer. And we'll be checking the connection with the Bluetooth if it's established or not. So I'm just connecting my Arduino to the computer using the USB. You can see all the LEDs on the Bluetooth and the Arduino have started blinking. So to test the connection, first we'll write a code b equals to Bluetooth, which is the inbuilt function in MATLAB. So HC05 is the name of the Bluetooth. So the name of this Bluetooth which is connected to Arduino is HC05. So I'm just writing the name. You can change the name if the Bluetooth name is something else. So let me run this section, and if the connection is set properly, you can see a variable over here in workspace. Yeah, it's done. So you can see your communication status is closed, but we are connected to the Bluetooth. So we are connected to Bluetooth HC05 at port 1 at channel 1. Now let us check the connection information, and to do so we'll be using another command which is instrhwinfo with the name Bluetooth, because we are going to check only the connection information for Bluetooth. So let me run this section as well, and let's see what the output is. So this checks the connection information. Let me run it again for you. Okay, now it's been executed. You can see the remote names, remote IDs, blue cover, jar files, and there's some hardware information which is displayed using this command over here. So this is the default, connection settings which you need to do before actually writing any code. Now next, to send commands to the Arduino, we need to write the command, we need to write the code send command. So I've already written few comments. Now for the initial stages, we need to connect the Bluetooth with the name HC05. So to do that, we already have seen the command, so we'll be creating another Bluetooth connection at p equals to Bluetooth with HC05 model or HC05 Bluetooth name. Next is we are going to open the connection for serial communication, which is done by the command fopen. Next, we are going to turn on the LED by sending high and turn off this LED by sending low, which is like 1 and 0. So on Arduino, if we send 1, the LED should turn on, and if we send it 0, the LED should turn off. But before that, we also need to write clear all and CLC, because these variables are already created and there's a Bluetooth connection that exists in the workspace. And if I do not clear this variable, it will surely show me an error. So to clear them, I'll hit the clear all and CLC in the command window or from the script itself. And before I set up any kind of connection on Bluetooth, we need to program the Arduino for serial communication and to turn on do the program for turn on and turn off of LED. So to do that, I'll open the Arduino IDE. So yes, for this time, like for serial communication, you also need the Arduino IDE along with the MATLAB. So I've already mentioned a link in the description box below, which will take you to a blog which will show how to install the Arduino IDE on your Windows or Mac or Ubuntu PCs. So I've written the code over here, which is I'm including the software serial. So I've already mentioned in the connection portion where we are going to use the software serial instead of the default RX and TX of the Arduino. So to initialize this TX and RX, we are writing the int command, which initializes the variables and ports. Next, we are going to set the connection, set the software serial Bluetooth at pin number 10 and 9. So I've already explained you at pin number 10 we have connected TX, and at pin number 9 we have connected RX. So in the setup part, we are going to write serial.begin with a baud rate of 9600. So that's the most advisable baud rate as compared to the higher baud rates. So we also start the Bluetooth.begin at the same baud rate, and we print the Bluetooth channel is open so that we understand that the Bluetooth is now ready and a connection can be set up and can be used further. In the loop section, we are going to check if the Bluetooth is available, and if the Bluetooth is available, we are going to read the data. We are going to read the serial communication data, or the data which is fetched from serial monitor, into the variable data. We have already initialized this data in the starting. So once the value is fetched in data, we are also going to print it in the serial monitor, but that's not really important, that's not necessary. The main thing which we want to do is, like in the if loop, we are going to write data equals to 1. So if the data we sent on serial monitor is 1, the LED should turn high, or it should turn on, and if the data is 0, it should turn low or it should turn off. So that's what it's written over in the if and else if cases. That's pretty much simple. If you have any queries till now, or if you don't understand this Arduino code, you can just drop down your comments below and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. So I've already connected the Arduino on COM port 4. So I've selected the COM port from the tools section over here, and I've already selected the board as Arduino Uno. So once we are done with this, I'm going to upload this code to Arduino. So you can see the code is compiling and it's getting uploaded to the Arduino, and it's done uploading. Now coming back to the MATLAB, Now I'm going to execute this code using MATLAB, and then let's see if the Bluetooth turns on and off. So I'll just click on run over here. So this should start a connection with Bluetooth. Yeah, so we have already set the connection with Bluetooth. Now let's open the connection for serial communication. This can be done with the command fopen. So that's again done. Now we are going to print 1 on the serial communication, and in the video over here, in the connection video, you can see the LED should turn on. So I'm just setting 1. You can see the LED has turned on. So I've set the voltage to low so that the LED does not blow off, and that's the reason the LED is not glowing completely. But you can see in the video itself, now I'm sending low from the serial monitor and the LED should turn off. So isn't that very simple? Again, I'll send it to 1. The LED should turn on. As you can see, it's on. I'm turning it off. So this is how you can build projects based on MATLAB, Arduino, Bluetooth, and any of its applications. Now in the next part, we are going to control the servo motor instead of controlling the LED. We have already connected the servo motor in the beginning itself, so those who have missed the connection part, please go back in the starting of this webinar and check for the connection diagram. But because that's very important. If you do not understand the connection diagram, you might end up damaging the hardware. So I would prefer you to go through the connection diagram. You can check the blog on Arduino webinar 3. All these connections, all the codes are given there. You can download them for free and check on your devices as well. And if you guys do not have these Arduino kit, or if you do not have the Arduino Uno, Bluetooth, the entire thing, you can always buy it from our website. The link is mlhb.link/Arduino kit. So you can buy this kit at a very discounted rate. And since we have already done with the contest in the last webinar and will be coming up with more such contests, I would recommend you to subscribe to our newsletter and stay updated for such contests as well as for such webinars. So moving on to the servo motor part, we need to change the Arduino code rather than the MATLAB code this time. So the only change is the entire code is same. We need to just include the servo motor header file. We need to initialize the servo. You have to create the object for servo, and in the later part you have to attach the servo at pin number 6. So I've already attached it on pin number 6, and you have to mention the object. You have to attach the object on pin number 6 using myservo.attach command in void setup. So once you are done with this, rest all the code, you can see it's similar to the LED one, and you can find the code in the description box as well. You can find the code on the blog, and you can find the link in the description box itself. So what I'm going to do is, if the data is 1, we were turning on the LED, right? So in this case, if the data is 1, we are going to change the position of servo motor. Like, it's a 180-degree servo motor, so if yours is a 360-degree servo motor, you can program it accordingly, but mine is a 180-degree servo motor. So I'm just writing the position from 0 to 180, which will increase by the step of 1, and then again it will decrease from 180 to 0. So you can see it will decrease from 180 to 0 with a step of 1. So it basically, it would be some kind of a wiper application, you can say. It will go in the one direction at the end of 180 degrees it will revert back, it will start coming towards the 0 degree position. So this is what we are going to do when the data is 1, and when the data is 0, that's again simple. We are going to bring it back to position number 0 wherever it be. So the process will stop when we send 0 and the process will start when we send 1. So that's the only difference which we are going to do, and I'm just uploading this code. Again, I'm mentioning, if you have any queries, comment down in the section below. Our team will get back to you as soon as possible, and if you have further any queries, visit the blog, download the code, try it yourself, and if you again have any queries, right, if you're watching the recording of this webinar, you can drop us an email at team@matlabhelper.com. So I've already uploaded the code. Now coming to our MATLAB, we have already set up the connection, so I'm just directly sending the command 1. So you can see the servo motor has started to move in one direction and then come back to the another direction. So there's some delay of 15 seconds in both the cases. So I'm just sending 1 again. And now if I send 0, that should stop. Yeah, nothing's happening, it's stopped. So this is how you can control the servo motor and the LED from your MATLAB screen. Now how about controlling them with your with your Android? So there would be there will be n number of applications based on Android which you can use, but I'm just preferably using this application, Serial Bluetooth. So that's the serial terminal which I'm using. So as you can see, I've already downloaded this application, I've installed it, and the prerequisite which I've already done is I've connected the HC05 Bluetooth. I've paired it with my mobile phone. So once I have paired it with my mobile phone, I'm just going to go to the application. I'll click on the 3 dots on the left top corner. I'll click on the devices and I'll find the name HC05. Once I find the name HC05, I'll just click on it and connect. So you can see the connection has been started. Let me upload the LED code again so that we can see the LED in action rather than the servo motor first. So I've uploaded the LED code on the Arduino. It says done uploading. Now on my Android, let me show you, like this is the terminal. I'm going to type 1 and I'm going to send it. So that should go to the Arduino and this should turn on the LED. So I'm just sending 1 over here. I'm just waiting. Okay, so I'm sending the 1 again. So you can see the LED has been turned on. Now I'm sending 0 from the terminal. The LED has turned off. Again I'm sending 1. The LED has turned on. I'm sending 0 again. The LED has turned off. Now I'll upload the servo motor code to the Arduino and check if the servo motor is working from the Android. So as you can develop n number of applications based on this setup, based on the Android, MATLAB, Arduino, Bluetooth setup, and in the next part we're also going to cover the GSM module. So stay connected, stay tuned. The code has already been uploaded. Now we are back to the Arduino terminal, the Android terminal. So I'll just hit 1 and that should start the servo motor to run. Okay, there's some error. Let me check it. If the command does not work, it's always recommended to reconnect the device. So go to the 3 dots over here, click on the device. You might use the delete button over here. So it says the Bluetooth has been connected. So I'm just checking the connections again if there's any issue or not. Okay, I'm sending 1. So you can see the servo motors again started to rotate and come back. Now I'm sending 0, it should stop. Yeah, there it stops. So this is how you can connect the Bluetooth and control it over the serial communication ports from MATLAB or Android. And in the next part we are going to see how to connect GSM with Android, control it with MATLAB, or control it from your mobile phone. And for GSM you do not need the Android phone. You can use any phone to send the text message as well. So stay tuned for the GSM part.
Were you daydreaming in lecture? Get your tasks done by MATLAB Helper now.
Get MATLAB and Simulink help at matlabhelper.com.
Do you want to work while rest are enjoying? Get help from a MATLAB Helper expert today.
Get experts help via a live session.
Homework, assignments, projects, tasks, test or thesis in MATLAB or Simulink? Get help at matlabhelper.com.
Okay, so now in this part we are going to check with the connections of GSM with Arduino. So as you can see on my screen, there's this connection diagram, and I've connected this GSM module, which is SIM900 modem. I've connected the VCC ground on the VCC ground of Arduino respectively, and I've connected RxTX in the similar fashion for which we have connected the Bluetooth as well. I've also inserted an SIM card over here. So you can see I've written a code for GSM serial which you can find in the description box below, and in this code we are writing 2 case, that's case 1 and case 0. So it's in the similar fashion. If we send 1 from the terminal of MATLAB or Android, then we will be able to send an SMS which would say I am an SMS from GSM module to the number over here. So I've blurred the number so that you guys don't contact me directly. So that's my number, yes. And we are going to send a text message using the Arduino's GSM module. So let's do that. I've already uploaded this code on the Arduino. Let me upload it once again. And let us go back to our send command. So that's the common send command, but we do not need the Bluetooth this time. So we'll be going with the software serial rather than directly sending it over the Bluetooth. You can also connect it over Bluetooth and send the GSM directly, but we're not going to do that. To show you guys how the serial software serial works, let's use the serial monitor from Arduino and type 1 and send. So this should send a message. You can see I have received an SMS on my phone, and if I reply back, but before that I'll have to put case 0 over here, and if I reply back, the message should display here. Many times, because this seal monitor keeps on clearing it up, the message is difficult to receive rather than sending. So I'll just send it again by tapping 1. So I've received the SMS again. This is how you can connect the GSM modem with Arduino and find out some cool projects as well. So if you guys have any queries, if you haven't understood any part in Bluetooth or in GSM, you can write down to us at team@matlabhelper.com or comment down on the video itself, and we'll resolve your queries as soon as possible. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys enjoyed the webinar, and if you have any feedback, do mention it on the feedback link at mlhp.link/feedback, which is again given in the description box below.